I don't care much about the money. To me, it was about fulfillment.
Right.
So I decided to go to school where I was going to enjoy myself. So I have a degree in physical education. I'm a PE teacher. While I was still in college, I started working for a company that we did camps, clinics, coaching, education courses in the US.
Right.
So I started out as a volunteer in Brazil. And when I graduated college, I had the opportunity to come to the US as for about 3 months. That's what I was coming for. So I moved from Brazil to New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico,
Hmm.
and fell in love with the country. The family, I stayed with the host family. The family really adopted me. Basically, we're still in touch till today. Uh,
Nice.
they were a huge reason why I wanted to stay in the US as well. They really treated me like family. And ever since 2004, I never went back to Brazil to live. I've been multiple times just on holiday, but I've never been back since to live. So I've
Wow.
been in the US ever since.
So you fell in love with it. Yeah, that's cool, man. And like I like how you said earlier, like from Brazil, so to become a professional soccer player is not it's not an easy thing to do, and especially not in Brazil. So kind of tell me, like, obviously you can compare two things. We can talk about a bunch of things, but it kind of came to my mind right now. You talked about, you're from a soccer nation, que es Brazil, right? And it's Brazil, and so you see the kids playing, it's a normal thing for everyone to play soccer, everyone to play football. So when you came to the United States and you came to New Mexico, and I know right now you're in LA, Southern California, can you kind of, compare the two, maybe the culture of behind, how the kids see soccer or how much it's being played. Obviously, we know that in Brazil they bleed it, they sweat it, like other nations do. Can you kind of see, like, when you came here, what was your first reaction to see, like, soccer and how it was played and how the kids kind of, I don't know, lived it?
Yeah, that was one of the things that it was the hardest to adapt, especially in the beginning, because in Brazil everything is so competitive. Everybody wants to be a professional player, so you don't really have to push the players to try to be their best version of themselves.
Hmm.
They do it naturally because that's their dream, that's their goal, that's what they want to be in life. So it's very, very competitive. And when I came to New Mexico, I was working with different levels. I was working with girls soccer for the first time, and also with some more recreational teams. So it was difficult for me to understand that. To me is it's a passion. That's what
Right.
everybody does, and it's
Right.
intense and it's crazy. And here, when you see the kids, they just wanted to have fun.
Right.
The parents just wanted them to do something. It wasn't like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, and
Right.
if I don't do this, I don't have another way out. It was very different. So now I think from when I came in 2004 to where soccer is now in the US, it's a huge, huge difference.
Right.
Now is, like, especially the youth teams and the MLS youth academies and stuff like that is just as competitive as Brazil, as Argentina, some of those countries that produce soccer players left and right.
Right.
So definitely it is changing. It is getting a lot better, but it was definitely a challenge to adapt coming
Right.
from a country where everyone is crazy about it to, where kids just want to play and have some fun.